Hey, welcome back to the Supplement Business Mastery Podcast. After 13 years in the direct-to-consumer supplement space, I've noticed a pattern that keeps repeating itself. In fact, I have this same conversation on Zoom pretty much every single week. Another supplement brand founder reaches out and says the exact same thing. Growth hit a wall. We tried new ad creative. We tried new landing pages. And we had a lot of wins. They worked for a while, but nothing lasted long term. And here's what I tell them every single time. What they missed is the real driver of sustainable growth. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. This is how you scale to over $100 million in revenue and actually be profitable while doing it. So let's dive in. Welcome to Health Business Mastery, the Creative Thirst podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Hewitt. Here's what most supplement brands don't realize, and this is going to sound crazy, but stick with me. 72% of their revenue comes from just 20% of their customers. Think about that for a second. Nearly 3/4 of your revenue is coming from 1/5 of your customer base. Yet most founders I talk to are completely obsessed with customer acquisition cost and first purchase conversion rates. They're playing a short-term game in what is fundamentally a long-term industry. And look, I get it. I've been there. The pressure to grow quickly is real. But here's the thing about the supplement industry that makes it completely different from other e-commerce businesses. First, trust cycles are longer, way longer. People need to actually believe your supplement will work before they're willing to commit to it. This isn't like buying a pair of shoes where you can pick your size and you're good. This is something people are putting in their bodies. Second, repurchase behavior varies dramatically. Some customers will subscribe and stay with you for life. Others will try your product once and completely disappear. And the difference between these two groups, it's massive. Third, customer education is absolutely critical. Unlike buying shoes or clothing where the decision is pretty straightforward, supplement purchases require understanding how things work in the body. People need to understand the mechanism of action, the ingredients, all of it. And fourth, word of mouth drives so much of your growth. When someone has a real health transformation, they become evangelical about your products. They tell everyone these customers are worth their weight in gold. When you really understand these dynamics, you start to realize that customer lifetime value is the only metric that actually matters for sustainable growth. Everything else is just noise. Hey, I just wanted to take a pause here because we're going to get into some pretty heavy stuff. And if any of this stuff seems complicated or just too difficult and you feel like you can't do it on your own, send me an email. It's just simply Bobby, Bobby, at creativethirst.com, or go over to the site, creativethirst.com, and apply to become a client. I can help you and walk you through this step by step. Now let's get back to the show. Now, most brands calculate customer lifetime value completely wrong. And I see this all the time. Marketing teams will inflate the numbers to justify higher ad spend. Finance teams will deflate them by including overhead costs that have nothing to do with actual customer behavior. So let me give you the formula I use. Customer lifetime value equals your average order value times purchase frequency times customer lifespan, and then you subtract product returns, subtract actual discounts given, and subtract your cost of goods sold. Let me break each piece down for you. First, you start with gross revenue. That's the total customer spending over their entire lifetime with you. Then you subtract discounts, and I mean all of them. Welcome codes, reactivation offers, subscription discounts, everything. This is real money you're giving away, and it has to be factored in. Next, you subtract returns. This is especially critical for supplement brands because of interaction concerns with other supplements or drugs they are taking, and the fact that some customers will try a product and immediately return it, Finally, you subtract your cost of goods sold. That's your actual product costs, including what it costs to ship the product to you from your manufacturer. The full landed cost. What you're left with is what's called contribution margin. This is your real profit per customer, not some inflated number that makes your marketing look good, but actual profit. Never, and I mean never, answer the question, what's your customer lifetime value? With just a single number. Customer lifetime value is time dependent. It changes based on how long customers have been with you. The correct way to answer that question is something like, after 12 months, our average customer lifetime value is $247. For supplement brands specifically, I recommend tracking customer lifetime value at 4 different time intervals. At 3 months, which captures your subscription momentum. At 6 months, which shows your true retention. At 12 months, which reveals long-term value. And at 24 months, which identifies your superfans, the people who are absolutely never leaving you. Once you've got your customer lifetime value calculated properly, the next question becomes, what can you actually do to improve it? And this is where supplement brands have some really unique advantages that other e-commerce businesses don't have. Here are 4 levers. The first and most powerful lever is your subscription conversion rate. Why? Because a customer who subscribes after their first purchase has a 6 times higher customer lifetime value than one-time buyers. 6 times. That's not a small difference. That's transformational. So here's an actionable strategy for you. Create what I call a supplement journey email sequence that educates customers on optimal dosing, timing, and what to expect from your product. Then include a subscription offer on day 14 or so. Your supplement product timing will vary. The important part is timing. The email gets delivered right when they're starting to feel the benefits. That timing is critical. The second lever is product penetration. Customers who try multiple products from your line have 3 times higher retention rates. They're more invested, they understand your brand philosophy, and they're getting more comprehensive results. Here's how to do this right. Use your unique mechanism to create logical product progressions. If someone buys your stress supplement, the next logical purchase isn't a random product, it's sleep support. And after that, maybe cognitive enhancement. See how that creates a natural journey? The third lever is your trust-building sequence. Supplement customers need proof that products actually work, and this takes time. You can't rush it. So send what I call proof emails that show third-party lab results, customer transformation stories, clinical study summaries, and mechanism of action explanations. These aren't sales emails. These are education and trust-building emails that make the eventual sale inevitable. And the fourth lever, which is tricky, is compliance-friendly retention. You can't make drug claims, obviously, but you can absolutely share experiences in education. Instead of saying what our products do, talk about how customers use our products. Share dosing strategies, timing recommendations, lifestyle integration tips. This keeps you compliant while still building that relationship and trust. Okay, so now I want to walk you through my complete framework for customer lifetime value optimization. I've broken this down into 4 pillars that work together, and I use this with every single supplement client. The first pillar is all about changing customer behavior. You want to increase average order value, and one of the easiest ways is through strategic bundle pricing. Instead of selling individual bottles, create starter packs or wellness kits that solve a complete health concern. Use free shipping thresholds strategically too. For supplements, I've found that $75 to $100 works really well. It naturally pushes customers to add 1 or 2 more items to their cart. And there are a few advanced tactics I'm keeping to myself and paying clients. You also want to improve your subscription rates. Offer the first subscription at 15% off instead of giving everyone a welcome discount. Create challenge programs that require consistent use, like a 30-day inflammation reduction challenge, and send reorder reminders before customers run out. This seems obvious, but so many brands miss this. Plus, you need to extend the customer's lifespan. Build product roadmaps that evolve with customer needs as they age or as their health goals change. Create seasonal supplement recommendations, and develop advanced formulations specifically for your long-term customers who are ready for the next level. The second pillar is about changing your customer structure, because not all customers are created equal. Not all traffic sources bring you equal customers. Some channels bring dramatically better customers than others. Email referrals typically have 40% higher customer lifetime value than paid social. Podcast advertising tends to have 25% higher subscription rates because listeners are more engaged and educated. And YouTube in general brings better educated customers, which often means lower return rates. Geographic targeting matters too. Supplement customers aren't equally distributed across the country. Focus on health-conscious metros like Austin, Denver, and Oregon. Target areas with higher supplement adoption rates. Demographic segmentation is also critical. Professionals aged 35 to 55 typically have the highest customer lifetime value and subscribe at higher rates. Fitness enthusiasts buy more frequently and try more products. And health optimizers, people who are really dialed into their health, are price insensitive and can become brand advocates. The third pillar is what I call building your trust system, because supplement brands have to overcome unique skepticism that other e-commerce businesses don't face. Remember, people are putting your products in their bodies. They need to trust you completely. Your social proof strategy should include video testimonials, showing real transformations before and after lab results with permission, of course, are great, plus expert endorsements from practitioners and user-generated content showing daily routines. Build educational authority with mechanism of action content, ingredient sourcing stories, clinical study breakdowns, and comparison guides versus your competitors. Don't be afraid to educate people on why you're different. And use transparency as much as you can. Do live manufacturing facility tours, even if it's just on Instagram. Share ingredient origin stories. Post third-party testing results publicly. And disclose your full ingredient doses, which builds massive trust because most brands hide behind proprietary blends. The fourth pillar is the retention system, and this one's critical because most supplement brands lose 60% of customers after the first purchase. 60%. That's insane when you think about it. Here's how to fix it with what I call the 90-day success system. From day 1 to day 7, focus entirely on product education and expectation setting. Tell them what to expect, when to expect it, and what success looks like. From day 8 to 21, focus on usage optimization and troubleshooting. Answer questions before they even ask them. From day 22 to 45, this is when benefit recognition happens and you're capturing testimonials. People are feeling results now. And from day 46 to 90, you're teaching advanced usage and introducing product expansion opportunities. Your communication needs to be segmented too. New customers get education-focused content that builds trust. Repeat buyers get product expansion and optimization content. And long-term customers get exclusive access and community features that make them feel special. Track these retention indicators religiously. Days to second purchase. And your ideal here is 45 to 60 days. Subscription conversion rate, you want 25% or higher. And cross-product adoption, you're targeting 40% of customers trying a second product. Let me show you what actually happens when you implement this framework and optimize for customer lifetime value instead of just customer acquisition cost. By month 6, you'll see about a 15% increase in repeat purchase rate. Not huge yet, but moving in the right direction. By month 12, you're looking at a 35% improvement in customer profitability. Now things are getting interesting. By month 18, you'll see about a 60% reduction in acquisition costs. And this is because of word of mouth. Your customers are doing your marketing for you. And by month 24, you're getting 3 times more referrals per customer than you were before. The math here is really simple. A 20% increase in customer lifetime value allows you to spend 20% more on acquisition while maintaining the same ROI. And this creates a competitive moat that pure customer acquisition cost optimizers just can't match. They can't compete with you anymore. So what should you actually be aiming for with your customer lifetime value to customer acquisition cost ratio? Let me give you the benchmarks specifically for supplement brands. Your minimum viable ratio is 3-to-1 within 12 months. That means for every dollar you spend acquiring a customer, they should generate $3 in profit within a year. Good performance is 4-to-1 within 12 months. If you're doing 4-to-1, you're doing well. And exceptional brands, the ones that really have this dialed in, they're hitting 6-to-1 or higher within 24 months. Remember, supplement customers who love your products become evangelical about them. They're not just buying supplements from you. They're buying transformation. They're buying hope. And they're buying a better version of themselves. That emotional connection is incredibly powerful. Remember the 4 key forces from previous episodes: trust, belief, desire, and hope. Those 4 are behind every supplement buying decision. That's why supplements are different than regular e-commerce. All right, let me give you a concrete action plan that you can start implementing immediately. In week 1, calculate your true customer lifetime value using the contribution margin method I walked you through earlier. Get the real numbers, not the inflated marketing numbers. In week 2, segment your customers by customer lifetime value and identify your top 20%. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Reach out to them by email and text and ask them to get on the phone with you. Send them a survey. Have as many conversations with these people as possible. Trends will start to appear after talking to about 5 of them. In week 3, analyze what makes these high customer lifetime value customers different. What did they buy first? What content did they engage with? What's their demographic profile? In week 4, create acquisition campaigns specifically targeting similar profiles. Stop trying to acquire everyone and start acquiring more people like your best customers. In month 2, build retention sequences focused on new customer success, that 90-day system I talked about earlier. And in month 3, implement cross-selling based on supplement mechanisms and logical product progressions. Here's what I want you to take away from this episode. Stop chasing vanity metrics. Customer acquisition cost optimization is a race to the bottom. Everyone can play that game. Customer lifetime value optimization is a path to sustainable, profitable growth. That's the game you want to win. The supplement industry rewards brands that think long-term, that build trust systematically, and that create genuine customer transformation. When you focus on customer lifetime value, you build a business that doesn't just survive algorithm changes and updates. You build a brand that customers actually love and will defend. That's how you scale past $100 million while staying profitable. I've seen it happen over and over again. So the choice is yours. You can play the short-term customer acquisition cost game, or you can build the long-term customer lifetime value machine. I know which one creates lasting success in supplements. And thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next episode.